The movie scene we are analyzing today is from a Chinese film called Return to Dust. This film tells the story of two lonely individuals striving for happiness in the impoverished rural areas of northwest China, exposing some of the harsh reality of Chinese society. The scene we are currently watching is the one we aim to imitate and analyze today. It's a beautifully crafted scene, with the director showing great care and delicacy in its design, blending realism with a romantic touch. We will mimic this scene by setting up lighting, and we will explain it through aspects such as motivated lighting, lighting for details, and color. Firstly, the primary light source we establish is the motivated lighting in the scene. We can understand that the main light source in the film comes from the bulb inside the box, so we bought a bulb to simulate it. However, we noticed that when we use the bulb, the brightness is very dim, unable to match the intensity of the light in the original scene. At this point, if we introduce our second light, we find that the light emitted by the bulb is completely covered by the second light, failing to achieve the desired effect. Although it serves as excellent practical lighting, it doesn't provide the desired lighting intensity, so we need additional illumination. We must ensure that the intensity of the light inside the box is higher than that outside. So we used a tungsten lamp to replace our bulb, providing the illumination we need. Now, the intensity of the light emitted inside the box meets our requirements. We can see a warm yellow light appearing on the characters' faces. But it's not a pleasing light. The light and shadows on the characters' faces are quite harsh. This is because the tungsten lamp, serving as the key light, is commonly used in horror films, resulting in too much contrast on the characters' faces, and a high light ratio in the background. Therefore, we need to establish our second light as a background light to reduce the light ratio in the frame. Based on the shadows in the frame and the light on the characters' bodies, we determined that the second light should be positioned to the right of the camera. Here, we choose to use an LED light as our second light. We can see that the original video background light is also warm yellow, so we adjust the color of the LED to desired color and continuously adjust the brightness until it meets our needs. We want to make the entire background of the frame more harmoniously and soften the light on the characters' faces. Therefore, we place a silk in front of the LED light to let the light pass through the diffusion panel, illuminating the entire environment evenly and softly, making the ambient light more uniform and gentle, and improving the appearance of the light on the characters' faces. We can analyze that the effect of lighting on the details of the frame through the lighting in the frame. The establishment of the LED light first reduces the contrast, making the entire frame and the characters softer and increasing the uniformity of the frame. At the same time, as a set fill light, the LED light gives the characters a larger illuminated area and a smaller backlight area, allowing us to see the character's full appearance while retaining some three-dimensionality, highlighting the texture and image of the characters. And the contour light created by the light further highlights the character's simplicity. As a result, the entire frame takes on a warm tone, giving us a feeling of warmth and romance, which is the embodiment of the role of color and tone in emotional impression. Here is the result of our simulation shoot. Logically, the romantic plot of using a light bulb to hatch chicks and nurture new life seems unlikely to happen to such impoverished individuals. Yet, the director carries the couple's beautiful dreams through light and shadow. The director uses props and beautiful light spots to embellish the frame, creating a sense of story. The comprehensive use of side and bottom light sources highlights the characters' facial impressions, advances their emotions, and the warm yellow light shining on their faces seems to foreshadow a hopeful future. Although they are full of hardships, they still possess a romantic and hopeful outlook on life, making their characters more rounded.